This movie is going to alter your view on where your finances are going to be in the future, and it is going to do so if you are currently experiencing any form of financial difficulty. It is important to note that we are going to get further into the topic of precisely how much the cryptocurrency industry is expected to expand in the future. When it comes to the majority of you, I can assure you that it is not exactly the amount that you anticipate receiving. However, here's the thing: some individuals believe that XRP will reach $10 while others claim that it will reach $100. It is highly probable that the entire cryptocurrency business will become the recipient of trillions of dollars in money, which is significantly more than what virtually everyone is currently expecting. In addition, Raoul is going to discuss the extent to which he believes the cryptocurrency markets are going to expand, the things that you should be on the lookout for, and the ways in which you may entirely alter your financial destiny. Do you find that to be an intriguing prospect? Let's get started with the video, so make sure you hit that like button with all your might. I also established a business around this concept, which is called exponential adjusted management, since I believe that hedge funds provide a fantastic opportunity to seize the alpha in the market. As you can see, the cryptocurrency markets are projected to go from a current value of approximately $2 trillion to a value of approximately $100 trillion during the next few decades, possibly as early as 2032. That is a tremendous increase, and we won't be able to catch it all by concentrating solely on Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum. We need to be able to move further off of the risk curve. That is a really difficult task. It's not something I can make happen. Hedge funds are very adept at doing this kind of thing. This is something that they do. They devote their entire existence to searching for alpha and making an effort to find prospects. Speaking with hedge funds is extremely satisfying for me, since these individuals have a lot of money riding on their decisions. They are not only in possession of their own personal capital, but they also possess the capital of investors. Therefore, it is their responsibility to concentrate on the most promising opportunities, using a risk-adjusted return as the framework. In 2013, I was also a member of the class of 2013. One of the things that I noticed about it right away was that it was a game changer in terms of both the production of capital and the kind of aggregation of people's interests. This was the behavioral economic aspect of this thing. Owing to the fact that you introduce new members into a network, the value of the tokens increases as a result of Metcalfe's law, which in turn enhances the value of the network. Moreover, this enables you to bootstrap businesses in a very short amount of time. In addition, I continue to believe that people have not yet really comprehended what it means to have that understanding. It is true that we are witnessing certain perverse incentives at the moment, such as airdrops or various methods of growing it. On the other hand, I believe that the initial coin offering represented the beginning of something much more significant. I have also been considering these tokens with a modest volume of transactions. The market is currently offering them at a discount, which is the first thing that comes to mind. Since the supply is already known, you have a decent chance of making a decision in the liquid markets. This is because the decision that you need to make is based on the fact that the supply is already known. Therefore, that is not an option. You should remember that in regular markets, the supply and demand both remain uncertain, which makes things hard. When demand is known but supply is unknown, it is possible to model something, and the opposite is also true. As a result, I take a look at these and believe that I am aware of the amount of supply that will be available, because we now have the unlocks. Because there is a limited supply, the tokens have been reduced in price. Add insult to injury, you are aware that the beta of a low float is enormous in the event that demand finally materializes. In addition, I believe that it is going to completely destroy everyone's comprehension of what it means to have a low float in this bull market. They will all be mistaken about it, and they will be wrong, because limited float, but good demand, since some of these projects are really amazing, will generate very asymmetric risk rewards. This is because some of these projects are truly great. This is something that I don't believe anyone understands, since they believe that future token unlocking always mean that the price is under additional pressure. In a bear market, it is likely that they will have a greater decline than other products. However, I believe that this is highly intriguing when it is occurring during a bull market era with a very little float. It is currently worth $2 trillion. My prediction is that it will reach $100 trillion. This is nothing more than an extrapolation of the market capitalization or the log regression channel when it comes to the price of Bitcoin. There are a variety of approaches that you can take to scale it back. And it's possible that I'm an idiot. By 50%, it's going to be 50 trillion by the year 2032 or 2034, or the like. This is the case. Therefore, the task at hand is to capitalize on that tendency. Indeed, it is not the case, because one thing that people do not comprehend is that the globe will not be a $50 trillion Bitcoin marketplace. Bitcoin's value might reach 10 trillion. In any case, there is going to be a value creation of $40 or $90 trillion somewhere else. And because this is a challenging endeavor, hedge funds are able to accomplish this. In order to think about where the truly significant value accrual is, you need to be quite focused. In the same way as you did with Solana, a typical example is when you notice something as early as possible. The value that has been accumulated as a result of that is tremendous, and it is not yet finished. People tend to zoom out, stop caring as much about the cycles, and simply think about how they can capture that trend. This is what I believe to be the larger potential, mainly due to the fact that I believe that this happens to be the most rapid and greatest accumulation of riches in the entirety of human history. But the first and, in my opinion, most essential lesson is to gain knowledge from people who've been in your position and have achieved the goals that you have set for yourself. To put it another way, the hedge funds have what each and every one of us desires. We want to make a lot of money, and of course what hedge funds do is what they do. They just collect money from a number of people, and then they use that money to generate as many returns as they possibly can. Therefore, obtaining this information from these hedge funds and observing what they are doing is, in my opinion, an essential next step for all of us who are most likely aiming to make as much money as is humanly possible in this situation. Taking all of this into consideration, I am now observing a number of really fantastic chances in the cryptocurrency market, particularly with regard to Bitcoin. When you take a look at the charts at this very moment, you will notice that the stochastic RSI weekly cross for Bitcoin as well as the daily cross for Bitcoin as well as Bitcoin are both in extremely positive zone. Additionally, the current moment is an excellent time to make a purchase of Bitcoin. Because of this, I have just established a 10x long Bitcoin position because it is exceedingly uncommon to have the weekly and daily cross at the same time. Since this is the case, I am taking advantage of this opportunity. And from my perspective, because of the recent sell-off that we have just had, I believe that there is a very good likelihood that Bitcoin is going to absolutely take off in a short amount of time. And it is likely that we will revisit previous all-time highs somewhere around the upper 60,000 mark. As a result, I believe, as you are aware, I am getting ready to open a 10x long position for myself. You will receive incredible savings and additional cryptocurrency simply for trading using my link if you decide to create a 5x long position on Margex. If you do so, you will be able to take advantage of these benefits. It goes without saying that they provide you guys with futures bonuses and lots of other amazing things. On the other hand, despite all of that, Raoul does have some additional incredibly important things to explain in this video. At this point, let's return to that. Oh, my excitement level skyrocketed. When I initially became aware of Bitcoin in 2013, I purchased a couple of them, which were literally only 2. Sadly, I did not purchase any more. When they were younger, everyone wishes they had purchased more.